Today I'm at McLaren headquarters. I've been brought here for a fitness assessment, just kind of what a standard fitness test for the F1 drivers and the staff.
Yeah, Dave's just been through quite a tough cardiovascular and strength and conditioning session with us. I think he's enjoyed it. He's smiling now, but it was quite demanding. And really what we're just trying to do is replicate some of the things that we do with the likes of Jensen and Sergio. So that's working on things like speed, agility, quickness, as I said, strength and endurance, which is all vital for performing well in the car.
What I learned from the test today is that I'll never be an F1 driver.
Fitness and F1 drivers are very important. They're working incredibly hard for about an hour and 40, hour and 45, and so fitness is a fundamental part of performing well.
The VO2 was absolutely excruciating. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done. Basically, get on that bike, cycle, every 2 minutes the resistance gets increased. So 1 minute you're relaxing, you're going for a nice leisurely cycle, although you're strapped up and you've got the oxygen mask on you, but after 15, 16 minutes then just the resistance gets really hard. But yet you still got to maintain the same RPM throughout the whole duration. So I think it lasted just over 26 minutes on that, which was absolute agony.
He did really well. It's not easy coming in to do something that's quite certainly something that you're not familiar with doing. He applied himself really well actually, and as I said, very surprised as to his attitude and dedication to it, so well done to him.
Do I think it's achievable for an everyday person to take on board what I've been doing, nutritional and training? Definitely, I'm an everyday person, so like, the proof is in the pudding, although don't eat pudding.
Yeah, we took Ollie through like a functional anaerobic circuit. We try and replicate a lot of the different exercises or movements in rugby. He did quite well actually.
That session was probably the hardest one that we've done out of all the sort of sessions with ambassadors before. Again, it's a bit like the England one, sort of straight from the off, you were tired and then it just went downhill after that. But a lot more with that one, you found that your legs, you sort of got to build up a lactate and then it just didn't go away for the whole thing. So, and it was all leg based as well. So the whole thing was just horrendous.
You know, he probably hasn't worked into the lactic sort of system before, and you know, it can be quite hard. But yeah, he showed a lot of character.
Yeah, I thought he did really well. He worked extremely hard on the watt repeats to begin with, and I think the terse legs had him a bit on the legs. You know, it's a real tough one. It's a real lactic burn, that is. And I think when he went into the functional power endurance, you know, he kept working hard even though he was tired, and it was really good to see him come in today and really jump into the session with he gave it everything he got, to be honest.
Going in the ice bath, first minute wasn't nice, but then you sort of just go numb, and then that's okay. But yeah, it definitely seems to have helped. And like you said, just getting the shake-in as quick as you can helps you recover straight from the off.
Yeah, look, you know, some of the stuff that we did today is really hard, so I thought he did really well. Just chatting to him as well before it, he's really up for it.
With a bit of self-belief and obviously using all the nutritional and training advice that he's got, I'm sure he's got every opportunity to win.
So the cover model session with Stu was basically supersetting our workout with shoulders and biceps. So we made sure we worked two different energy systems in each of the muscle groups that we worked each time. So like we would do a heavier bicep sort of curl, then followed by a much faster like tight bicep curl, in order to work two different systems, kind of hit the muscles in two different ways, and hopefully like promote a bit of growth, but also at the same time keep them lean and defined.
Me personally, I quite like to keep the intensity high. I think people can lift a lot of like, you know, heavy weights, like ego weights, but realistically that's not going to build a nice aesthetic physique, I don't think. So I think you need to mix the two. I mean, a bit of size with something that obviously you're going to feel the burn in the muscle. So we were trying to keep at least 20 reps on everything. And yeah, I think you need to mix it up and shock your body. I think a lot of people get stuck in certain ways of doing, you know, trying to get big 8 to 6 reps. or trying to stay ripped doing like 20, 30 reps. I think there's a place for like doing both.
Stu's actually a bit of a beast. I don't think it comes across that he shifted a lot of weight, so just trying to keep up with him I was kind of happy with. But he took time to explain why we did the exercises we did and the muscle groups that it hit, so it was like, it's educational as well, so he taught me why we're doing it as well, which is good.
I had fun doing it, and like I said, I give him a 9 out of 10. Solid performance.
Well, I'm here now at the Maximuscle day out, working on the football skills, trying to get the players to think about control and pass and movement. Just want to improve them really from the start to the finish.